Hello, my friend. My name is Joshua Mugabi. I welcome you to Digestion Part 3. Bingo. And without wasting any of our time, let's go directly to our quiz. Large exocrine gland under the stomach that secrete enzyme, trypsinogen, amylase, and lipase, which enter the duodenum via a duct. It is also an endocrine gland that secretes insulin. A. Gallbladder. B. Pancreas. C. Stomach. D. Liver. And the answer is B. Pancreas. Small finger-like extension stalk processes found in small intestine, which increase the surface area for secretion and absorption. A. Fiber. B. Pyloric sphincter. C. Alimentary canal. D. Villus, stalk villi. And the answer is D. Villus. Ring of muscle found at the junction of the stomach and small intestine. It controls the rate of movement of chyme into the small intestine. A. Pyloric sphincter. B. Sphincter muscles. C. Cardiac muscle. D. Appendix. And the answer is A. Pyloric sphincter. Ring of muscle found at the junction of the oesophagus and stomach. It controls the rate of movement of the bolus into the stomach. A. Pyloric sphincter. B. Sphincter muscle. C. Cardiac muscle sphincter. D. Appendix. And the answer is C. Cardiac sphincter. Enzyme produced by the salivary glands which converts starch to maltose during the process of digestion. A. Lactase. B. Lipase. C. Salivary amylase. D. Catalase. And the answer is C. Salivary amylase. A ring of muscle surrounding a tube or opening that closes when a muscle is contracted controls the movement of substances through it. For example, cardiac and pyloric in the stomach and ano in the rectum. A. Cardiac sphincter. B. Sphincter muscle. C. Rectum. D. Pyloric sphincter. And the answer is B. Sphincter muscle. Method of moving substances, e.g. food through tubes, for example intestines, by waves of rhythmic contraction and relaxation of muscles. A. Peristalsis. B. Oesophagus. C. Deamination. D. Constipation. And the answer is A. Peristalsis. Fluid produced and secreted by glands in the mouth contains the enzyme ptyalin or amylase. A. Bile. B. Chyle. C. Chyme. D. Saliva. And the answer is D. Saliva. A sac-like structure found in the abdomen at the end of the oesophagus and before the duodenum. Masticular walls help churn food, and the process of digestion is helped by the production of gastric enzymes and hydrochloric acid. A. Liver. B. Stomach. C. Rectum. D. Ileum. And the answer is B. Stomach. An enzyme produced in the stomach when pepsinogen reacts with hydrochloric acid. It converts protein to polypeptides during the process of digestion. Its optimum pH is acidic, pH of about 1 to 2. A. Pepsin. B. Trypsin. C. Ptyalin. D. Maltase. And the answer is A. Pepsin. The part of the alimentary canal between the jejunum and caecum. Most digestion and absorption occurs here. Inner walls not smooth, thrown into folds. Folds covered by thousands of tiny projections called villi. Villi increase surface area for release of enzymes and absorption and transport of digested food. A. Rectum. B. Colon. C. Small intestine. D. Stomach. And the answer is C. Small intestine. Teeth located between the canines and first molars. A. Incisors. B. Premolar. C. Molars. D. Canine teeth. And the answer is B. Premolar. An enzyme produced by the small intestine that converts proteins to peptides during the process of digestion. Its optimum pH is slightly acidic. A. Pepsin. B. Catalase. C. Renin. D. Trypsin. And the answer is D. trypsin. Part of the large intestine between the colon and the anus stores feces. A. Stomach. B. Rectum. C. Pharynx. D. Pancreas. And the answer is B. Rectum. Compound with 2 or more amino acids linked together in sequence. A very small protein. Many of these form poly-chain. A. Amine. B. Protein. C. Peptide. D. Glucose. The answer is C. Peptide. Enzyme produced in the stomach that converts soluble carcinogen to insoluble casein during the process of digestion. Its optimum pH is acidic, pH ranging from about 1 or 2. A. Renin. B. Maltase. C. Lipase. D. Trypsin. And the answer is A. Renin. Dear friends, thank you very much for attending to Digestion 3. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I'm Joshua Mugabi. Bye-bye for now.